So Thanksgiving's coming, and that means football and food. So I'm going to show you step by step how I did this. It's going to take 1.5 pickets. Okay, now the first thing I did, planed off a couple boards. These are cedar pickets. Look at the color in that. Got that dark and then that the sapwood. Pretty cool contrast. So we're going to take one board. I'm going to set one aside. We'll use this for our feathers. We're not going to use the whole thing. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is work on the head. So we're going to go to our miter saw and cut 16.5 inches. Okay, now we got our 16.5. We'll set that aside for a second. We'll work on part of the body. So the first section, we're going to go 27 inches. There's the 27. Now we're going to do the middle part of the body, 13.5 inches. Okay, there's your 13.5. We'll save that. I think we'll save this for the base. So let's go over to the table saw. We're going to set your table saw up to 22.5 degrees. What we're going to do is just rip both sides on each end. Okay, set this to 22.5. And if you've seen the pumpkin videos, we're not going to go quite to the center. Just a little off center. Should be close. Pull this down some. Okay, now we just run this through. So let's do the other side. So I do recommend getting a zero clearance for your saw or making one. It's basically on that second pass, you have a tendency to drop. But okay, now for the 27-inch piece, we're just going to do one side and leave this one square. So we're going to do the middle part of the body. So we'll go to your table saw and just set that to 45 degrees. Okay, set this to 45. Now here, we're going to go 45 just before center on each side. Just kind of line that up. And do both sides. Okay, now for the head part, we're just going to go from the edge over about 2.5. So 2 equal pieces at 2.5 all the way up. Okay, so you got your 2 pieces now. So all we're going to do now is just cut these to 8 inches. Okay, so we got our 4 pieces for our head. Set those aside for a minute. So I did forget, so I'm going to need the front and back of the body. So we're going to take this extra piece that I was going to use for the base. So what we're going to do is cut 2 pieces out at 4 1/8. Okay, so I got the 2 pieces for the front and back. Okay, so now we're going to make this part of the body. And for that, we need your 27-inch piece, 13.5-inch piece. So we're going to cut all these to 6.5 inches. Okay, so those are 6.5-inch pieces. So you should have the 2 with the 45 ends. And then you should have the 4 with the 22.5 ends. Now the 4 with the 22.5 ends are going to be, once we cut out our body, the extra pieces here will finish our neck. Okay, let's go ahead and start off with, we'll do our front and back. Okay, now before we start cutting out our humps, what you're going to want to do is find your centers. So find your centers, and then just measure 1 inch from the center on each side, because that's where we'll start our body, and you'll have that 2-inch gap for your silverware. Just square your line up. Now you want to do that for both pieces. So what I did is I grabbed a scrap, the same width, and I just played around with it to try to make some kind of hump or body. Just look something like that. That'll be your 2 ends. Do them both the same. I kind of left a little flat on the top, so when I finish the neck, it'll have something to sit on. Now the backside don't matter about the flat spot, but I'm just cutting them the same. So I'll go with the scroll saw, cut this out. Okay, now I got it sanded off. So now I set it down, get your pieces with a 22.5 degrees, and we're going to set it up on your marks. I'm going to make a mark where that touches the bottom part. Now what we're going to do is where these lines are, we're going to come up to where this angle meets, just a hair under where the angle is. Somewhere in the center, we'll make an arc, something like that. So we'll cut this one out, and then we'll do the same with the other upright. So I lost my audio on some of this, go figure. So basically all I did is go cut 2-inch spacers out of this leftover piece, and then I just cut it to 4 1/8 high. Just made 3 equal compartments. And then just basically wherever these meet, just arch them over. And then I'm going to do the same with this. But I'm going to be making several more of these, so I'm going to use this stuff as a template. I'm not going to glue anything together yet. Plus we're going to do some roundovers. And we still got to make our head. Okay, let's get this thing done. So what I did for the bottom piece, instead of using the full 5 1/2, I just came up 4 1/8, just so it has a subtle arc instead of more of a pointed. Then we'll just take the one with the 45 ends, and then just mark where they meet here. Mark both sides, and I'm just going to use this one as the arc. That'll be our middle piece. And now all we're doing for the front is just basically take one of your legs or one of these pieces here, just kind of line this up where it would be in the center. And all I'm going to do is eyeball that down and then just draw this curve out. Just don't go all the way to where it angles, because we're going to need that to go up. So just basically think of this as maybe like a bowling pin. So something like that. So just, kind of maybe get a piece of scrap and then figure out what looks best for you and then cut it out. And we'll cut the other ones once you get it how you like it. All right, something like that. We'll go with a sander. We'll just kind of clean this up. Use that as our template for the other ones. Okay, so we got all our pieces for the front. So basically now I'm just going to round everything over. I was using my sander, but I freed up my router station. I was using it as a temporary miter station. So I'm going to plus it's a lot quicker. So I'm going to round all these edges. Then we'll start the nail and glue. Okay, let's assemble this thing here. So first we need to put a mark where our compartment's going to be. So I want 3 equal compartments. So all I'm going to do is measure the width of these together, which is 1 inch. Subtract that from the 6 1/2, and that should give me 5 1/2, and divide that by 3. That comes a inch and 13/16. So come over inch and 13/16 from each end. And that's where we'll make our marks. We'll do that to both sides. So just square a faint line. So we'll glue and pin nail the upright in the bottom first. Do the other side. Now we'll glue our compartment. Put it on your lines. Just be careful of so much glue. You don't want any squeeze out really. Just add a little bit. Lost my audio again, so microphone must be going. So basically just gluing and pin nailing. Standard procedure. Okay, couple things I should have done a little differently. Should have made this middle wing a little thinner. It's not too bad actually. But actually the head here, I should have made it more subtle. Made it more look like a bowling pin. Kind of like I did with my prototype. See the gentle slope. So the thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to sand this down pretty good. So next thing we'll do is we'll do the neck. Kind of mark where we need it. Where it meets. Then we'll just go with the scroll saw, cut this out. And basically you're just going to cut down that angle. Yeah, so just kind of make a dark line where that angle is. Easier to see when you cut it. Basically there's our pieces. I'm just going to CA glue and wood glue these. And then we should be able to make something out of a beak with these leftovers. So we're in good shape. Okay, so you can see that's pretty dang clunky. So we're going to let this set up. Take it to the sander and then just round everything over. We'll work on the beak. Okay, so I'm just going to set this here. That should actually look alright. So I'm just going to come down. We'll kind of draw something. So yeah, we'll cut that out. Yeah, I think that'll work. Just sand it up a little bit and glue it. Okay, we'll just let that set up for a little bit. Okay, so you can see I sanded this down pretty good for the neck. What we're going to do is just go ahead and glue it. Okay, now I'm going to take my sander. So I sanded some of this down, so I'm going to sand a little more, form that. I think there's a little void on the top of the head here. I'll throw some glue. And I'll throw some sawdust. Okay, let's do the tail. We're going to go over to the miter saw and set it up to 18 degrees. Okay, set your saw to 18 degrees. We'll go ahead and cut a piece for a stop. We'll just cut a piece off. Okay, now we'll just flip it. Okay, let's go 4 3/4. Stop block. Okay, all I do is just flip this, and we'll do this till we got 5 pieces. Okay, you got your 5 pieces here. So I think what we're going to do, come down 3/4 from the tip, or 3/4 on both sides, and then just make an arch, something like that. Go with the scroll saw, cut that out, and we'll use that as a template for the other pieces. Something like so. So just trace these out. Okay, now a quick round over. Okay, now I'm going to end up putting some CA glue on these ends and then glue in the middles. But first, go ahead and put where glue's going to go first. That soak in on all of them. We'll let that part soak in for a minute and then we'll re-glue. Okay, she's set up for a few minutes. Now, we're going to put the glue right to it. Put it on like you didn't buy it. Squeeze it together. Make sure you got your cap off first. Alright, we're going to let this dry up, but first let's cut a piece that's going to cover this hole here. So we'll cut a piece off about 3 1/4. Okay, there's your 3 1/4. And we're also going to put a base down. So we just got to get a measurement. So actually, we'll just cut one a little bigger, then we can micromanage it. We'll cut one about 11 inches, and then we can shape it. Okay, so basically it's going to sit like this. Just kind of line your edges up. Then the back is going to sit on that. We'll go ahead and make a mark. And then what we want to do here is just see where this bottom meets. We'll just kind of cut it, make a couple marks. Okay, something like that. Then we'll cut this, go to the scroll saw, cut that. And we'll do a round over. And we'll set this on it. Now, set this over, center this. Okay, now you're going to take this piece, because that's going to cover this seam and this hole. And just kind of line up that bottom board. And what you want to do is just kind of hold it, just marked out. So basically that's your hole. So you're going to want to come up, make an arch, something like so. So we'll cut these two corners out. As you can leave it like that, maybe do a round over, which I think would be fine. But I'm just going to take and mark about where the center of those feathers are. Kind of make some little half circles. Make it look like little feathers. Something like that. Scroll saw, cut that out. Do some round overs. Okay, we're all sanded up and only one place to go. We're going to pin the tail on the turkey. Okay, we'll put this on before we put the bottom on, the base. Just add some glue, center it up, pin it. Okay, we're going to glue our base, line it up, and I would glue the other part. Voila. Okay, so I went and blew off all the dust and debris out of these. So what I got here, I got some Howard's cutting board oil. I'm going to just pour this in a cup. What I do is I got me a couple size foam brushes, a smaller one. So getting in there pretty good. Just kind of push the brush into the corners. This stuff will bring out the grain pretty nice. Plus it's food safe, so food contact. They say you can put polyacrylic on, but you gotta let it cure for a while. I don't know, there's something about putting a clear coat on wood. It's kind of addicting, watching that grain pop. Well guys, hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed building it. Let me know if you make one. Heck, build two. They're cheap enough. And hopefully this inspired you to maybe go out and build something. Oh, I almost forgot. So I did make something to pair with this. So I figured it'd be too long for this video. So, or it could be a standalone project. So be on the lookout for that one. Be coming out real soon. And well, I appreciate y'all watching, and I will see you on the next one. All right, bye guys.